Hi everyone. Today I'll be presenting on a review of implementation frameworks. Oops. Hopefully. Great. Implementing research into practice is a challenge in many areas of health, including in cancer. Implementation includes passive spread of ideas and practices, deliberate strategies to spread information, testing new ideas in practice, adoption and sustainability. Frameworks are a diverse set of tools that can help with the design, execution and implementation, and evaluation, of implementation activities to build an understanding of what works and why. This project aimed to identify and compare the characteristics of implementation frameworks in order to inform how to choose one. We undertook a rapid review to locate evidence published from 2007, preferentially seeking higher level evidence such as systematic reviews due to the recent high quality evidence in this field. Papers were assessed for quality and data was extracted by 2 reviewers. So after screening and full text review, we included 13 papers and the evidence was high quality. We found there were numerous and varied frameworks and similar concepts were referred to using different terminology because of the many disciplines contributing to this field. So frameworks vary on a number of characteristics and I'll focus on a few here. Some frameworks are largely conceptual and others are more process oriented, more of a how-to guide. They may focus on dissemination or implementation and sometimes both. They might be descriptive, explanatory, predictive or prescriptive. A framework will typically focus on a particular type of innovation and setting and address certain domains such as individuals or organisations or systems. And we found that most frameworks are developed for a specific purpose and lend themselves to a particular activity. There are, however, some frameworks that are quite broad. For example, the model here by Greenhow summarises the evidence on factors that are important to successful implementation. It covers a range of things, including aspects of the innovation, the adopters and the adoption process, system readiness for innovation, and the implementation process, just to name a few. Now, this is an example of a very comprehensive conceptual framework that identifies important elements and explains how some things are related, but it doesn't provide a step-by-step process for implementation that you would typically find in a more process-oriented framework designed to help you carry out an activity. During our review, we found a number of papers contain some really useful tools for comparing and selecting amongst the many frameworks available, and most of these resources are available open access. So to conclude, there are many frameworks and no single best framework. When selecting one, it's really important to consider the fit with the intended application, the appropriateness and breadth of concepts included, and the usefulness in guiding the key activities of your particular project. It's really worth considering looking at the tools that I mentioned to compare and choose. And it's also okay to use more than one framework to fill gaps and meet your particular needs. I just want to acknowledge the other investigators involved and thank you for listening.